Good day, Aussies. Time for you to get the weather forecast for the next week. If you look behind me at this duvalaki, you'll notice there's gonna be a cold front hitting us the next few days. The temperature will rise to...
Hey! If the temperature's rising, it's a warm front, you dropkick. I thought you said you studied meteorology for 5 years.
That's a right lie. I've lived here my whole life. Good day, all you Aussies out there. It's time for you to listen in to the weather. And as you might know, there's gonna be a southerly buster. Is that right? Is that right? Really? That doesn't sound like it.
Hey! Don't start this again. You almost got fired for this yesterday, and I will not hesitate to...
Gah!
Sorry there for that inconvenience, folks. By the way, a southerly buster is a sudden violent cold wind on the southeast coast of Australia, causing a rapid drop in temperatures. Now, due to local requests of schools, we are now entering a segment about Sydney, Australia's climate.
Hello, I will be your narrator for the presentation. The warmest month is January, with an average air temperature range at Observatory Hill of 18.6 to 25.8 degrees Celsius.
I'm sorry.
The warmest month is January, with an average temperature range at Observatory Hill of 18.6 to 25.8 degrees Celsius.
That's 65 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit.
An average of 14.6 days a year have temperatures of more than 30 degrees Celsius.
86 degrees Fahrenheit.
In winter, temperatures rarely drop below 5 degrees Celsius.
41 degrees Fahrenheit.
In coastal areas, the coldest month is July, with an average range of 18.0 to 16.2 degrees Celsius.
46 to 61 degrees Fahrenheit.
Rainfall is fairly evenly spread through the year, but is slightly higher during the first half of the year.
This has been part 1 of a fun presentation out of Climate of Sydney.
You can't cut meat with a knife like that. That's not a knife. Now that's a knife.
Look at your climate. Now back at me. Now back at your climate. Now back to me. Your climate is temperate, but that's decided over a period of 30 years. I, however, am hot. You can see that right away, just like the temperature. However, the temperature is desert, 'cause I'm hot.
See Dundee's knives, perfect for eating raw kangaroo meat.
And now back to the fun presentation on the Climate of Sydney.
The average annual rainfall, with moderate to low variability, is 1,217 millimeters,
48 inches!
falling on an average of 138 days a year. Snowfall was last reported in Sydney City area in 1836. However, a July 2008 fall of graupel, or soft hail, mistaken by many for snow, has raised the possibility that the 1836 event was not snow either. Extreme temperatures have ranged from 45.3 degrees Celsius
113.5 degrees Fahrenheit.
on the 14th of January 1939 at the end of a 4-day heat wave across Australia and 2.1 degrees Celsius,
35.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
the lowest recorded minimum at Observatory Hill.
2002 through 2005 were the warmest summers in Sydney since the records began in 1859. Warmer and drier conditions came back in 2009 and 2010 that recorded above average temperatures. 2011 recorded above average rainfall, and 2009 the dry conditions brought a severe dust storm towards eastern Australia. The temperate climate has mild to warm summers and cool winters. The need for winter home heating is greater than the need for summer cooling. It is relatively comfortable climate, especially near the coast, where summers are cooler and winters are warmer than further inland. In the mountains of the Great Dividing Range, winters are cold and summers are pleasantly mild.
Next time on Bieber's in the Wild. Must back away from the food so it doesn't get territorial. There, one of its most notorious movements, the hair flip. It sees me. Oh, it's getting territorial. There it is. Petting another wild animal. Oh, it's seen me. Oh, no. We must get more footage. The footage!
Hello, I'm Doctor. I can describe global warming to 8th graders. Here, describing global warming to 8th graders. Let's begin. With the melting of glacier and snow cover comes the rising river flow and sea levels. The IPCC reports projects that sea levels were most likely to rise by 28 to 43 centimeters. The global warming was likely to influence and intensify tropical storms. Are you done?
Does it sound like I'm done?
Flood disasters of magnitude of tsunamis are likely to be on the increasing as the river flow and water levels increase. Rising river flow and water levels are implicated for the quality and quantity of water availability for drinking and other purposes. More flooding and flooding epidemics are expected with increased water levels, increased volume of stormwater, and sewage runoff are anticipated and could impact existing water waste treatment faculties in most cities of the world. In temperate climates, water storage capacities will be affected by rising temperatures. Water storage in lakes, dams, and other storage medias will be lost. Really, guys? Really? You think this is funny? Huh? Fine.
To global warming, reducing drinking water supplies to those regions of impact representation of drinking water supplies and water supplies in agriculture and other industrial activities. This has been, I can describe global warming to 8th graders with my immature colleagues.
Made you look.